Kue Bono.
Good afternoon, everyone. As per our program will start at 7:05. It's 7:02, so just wait for 3 minutes and we'll start our program.
Yeah, plug on our come.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi everyone. Apologies for that. If you have been in Papua New Guinea and you are a Papua New Guinean, you are not new to how our
meeting online.
Okay, hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening. Can you hear me, please? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Good evening.
Yes, Annie, you are audible. Hi, everyone.
Oh, hi, good evening. Is
Good
Remina on the
evening.
call? Good evening,
I
everyone.
think I think Ramina
Good
is facing the
Good
connectivity issue,
evening.
so
Oh,
she's
she's
frequently disconnecting. Yeah.
oh, I see. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. Apologies for my tardiness. Actually, just got home from work. It's a raining day here, in Sydney, so very crazy day. I did send my apologies to Remina to pass to the group to just, let them know I'm running late. I just go home right now. Thank you so much for joining the call. It's a town hall meeting just to talk about Kectil, all of our work, answer the questions that we have, any questions, any inquiries you have the opportunity to answer those questions. We have people who are experienced with the program, and we have been with the program for a very long time. So to kick off, I'll just introduce myself, and I'll also introduce all the board members on the call. And if I'm missing out anyone, please let me know. And then you can also just, drop introduce yourself in the chat while we kick off. So my name is Dr. Enibokun Teresa Orobator. I'm a Kectil board member. I've been with the Kectil program since 2017. I joined Kectil as a Kectil colleague in 2017. I actually saw it on one of the opportunity sites, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. I would like to participate in it. That was my first time actually just having such an experience, but I wanted to, be a part of a global network of young people who were solving problems across the different parts of the world. And that's one of the best decisions I've ever taken, because I've had the opportunity to meet people from backgrounds that are very different from mine, from countries that are very different from mine, places I have never been to, I can only hear about or watch on TV, and that has been a very wonderful experience for me. It has really transformed the way I see the world. I see things from different perspective now as compared to, who I was before I joined the Kectil program. So I became a Kectil colleague in 2017. At the end of that year, I became a Kectil regional coordinator. I served as a regional coordinator for like 4 years, and before about 4.5 years, almost 5 years before I became a Kectil board member. Currently a Kectil board member, and I have been serving on the board since 2022. That's it about me. We introduce the other board members on the call. I think I see Remina as well now. And then after that, we'll just show a few slides to tell you about the Kectil program. And then if there are any other questions that you have, we'll be able to answer them. We have very experienced people to respond to those inquiries. Okay, does that sound like a plan? If it does, then I will just give the floor now to Azeem. So please introduce himself. And after that, Oleksandra will go next.
Hi everyone, this is Azeem Yousaf, and many of you know me because we met at the PNG conference at Hilton Hotel. So I've been with the Kectil since 2017, just very first batch, and Dr. Annie also with us in the 2017, the very first batch. So Kectil, my journey with the Kectil almost now 8 years, and I've learned a lot of things. I've learned how to feel the pain of others and how we can play our role to developing our societies, our communities. So Kectil, we shape others, we develop others, we develop the youth because we think and we believe youth is a power and youth is everything for the future. You can do what you want. You can choose the two path. Either it's a right path or either it's a wrong path. If you follow the right path, definitely you will serve your community. You will give the benefits of your community. You will give the lot of benefits of your country too. So this is what I want to say, and let's begin with this session. So we'll talk on other issues and other your questions on the way forward in the further session.
Thank you so much, Azeem. Oleksandra, do you want to go?
Yeah, thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Oleksandra Fomin, and I'm from Ukraine. And I'm honored to speak with you today as a board member of the Kectil program. And I guess many of you knows me like a person that managed the Kectil YouTube channel. where we share valuable content for aspiring leaders. And I also encourage you to subscribe to our channel, as there you can find a lot of interesting and also useful webinars, cultural exchange events, and other resources that can help you in your leadership journey. I am so apologize because behind me there is my cat that starting to screaming every time that once I'm doing some presentations and talking via Zoom. So I'm apologies for that. And I joined Kectil in 2022. In that time, I was just a participant, and I joined the program just before days the full-scale war broken out in Ukraine, in my country. And without the training I received through the Kectil, I would have spent much longer time for searching different ways to help my people. But thankful for the Kectil program, I got really great support from the people, from the community during this tough time. And the program taught me what it truly means to be a leader, not just in theory, but through real world skills and examples. I learned how to create strategies, build networks, and inspire others, even in the face of immense challenges. And the Kectil program is one of the greatest leadership program I have ever met in my practice in my life. And you know, today this is one of the greatest opportunities for you too to join us, to join our program and to start bring really impactful thing for yourself first of all and for your people too. And yeah, thank you for your attention. And yeah, don't forget to explore our YouTube channel because I'm sure that you will find a lot of inspiration there.
Absolutely, Oleksandra. Thank you for that. Remina, do you want to say a few words before we kick off? I don't know if she's on. Otherwise, I'll just share my screen and then we can just go through a few things. It's just a few slides that tells us about the Kectil program and then also like what you would expect to be a part of that program. And I would show this screen now. Okay. Please confirm that you can see my screen.
Yes, it's
Yes.
visible.
Okay, great. So
Good.
this is the Kectil program as of 2024. We can see how widespread it is. We have people from over 100 and something countries, and that's just a lot. We have people from Africa, Asia, Europe. We have from the United States, Canada. We have in North America, South America, everywhere, right? So Afghanistan, Algeria, Angola, Armenia, Australia, Canada, China, Colombia, Ghana, just name it and it's there, right? So we have very good representation across the world. And that's a very big deal. The Kectil program started really small, just in a few countries for the first cohort. And now we have a representation, in several parts of the world. So the Kectil program effectively started about in 2017. And we kicked off and had a few conferences in regional parts in Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, and India. And for the first year in 2016, that's when the Kectil program was founded. In 2017, we had about 280 Kectil colleagues from 32 countries. And then we had a Kectil Atlanta Youth Conference that took place also in 2017, where we had 23 youth from 13 countries. And then by the next year in 2018, we had over 700 Kectil colleagues from 52 countries. And that year we had regional conferences in Kenya, Ghana, Nigeria, and India. In 2019, we had over 700 Kectil colleagues from 63 countries. So you see the countries are increasing. The presence in different countries are increasing. And that year we had regional conferences in Vietnam, in St. Lucia and Taiwan. And then we also had 30 youth representing 23 countries at the Atlanta Youth Leadership Conference. In 2022, there was a gap of a few years because of the pandemic in 2020, which also spanned 2021. But in 2022, we had over 2,000 colleagues from 104 countries. And, we had then the Kectil local centers in Kenya, Zambia, and Uganda. In 2023, last year, we trained over 2,600 actually colleagues from 105 countries. And we had 40 youth from 20 countries attend the Kectil Atlanta Youth Leadership Conference. So again, now in 2024, we have over 2,600 colleagues from 80 countries. And that just includes you, hopefully, this year, if you decide to enroll with the Kectil program. So what is the Kectil program? It's a flagship online youth development program that is founded by the Mama Knowles Family Foundation. Kectil stands for the Knowles Educational and Charitable Trust for International Leadership, and is supported by the Mama Knowles Family Foundation. So what do we do? We do a lot of stuff, right? We are focused on youth development. We are focused on building youth leaders who are passionate about solving the problem that they see in their communities and the areas around them. We are also very passionate about connecting people together, young people from different parts of the world, because you may know young leaders from your own countries, right? But how about other countries and other continents who are also doing good things? We are very passionate about positive change as well, right? So positivity is a big part of our Kectil program. We train and expand our minds. In the program, we'll have opportunities to work on assignments, on tasks, on different topics, on worldviews and things like that we discuss. And that kind of just expands our mind. We have the opportunity to learn as much as possible about the world that we live in. For example, I didn't know anything about the Asian continent before I joined Kectil program. But after joining the Kectil program, I realized that these are the problems that we face in India, for example. This is how the politics look like. This is the culture that people live. That's how they live in those particular parts of the world, right? They also teach you to read and study purposefully. We are also very honest and reliable. We treat everyone with kindness and compassion, especially when we disagree, because of our backgrounds and our knowledge and everything, we will have different points of view. However, we must always remain respectful, even when we disagree with other people's point of view. We also act as positive role models for both the young and the old, and we contribute our special skills to the program. We treat everyone equally, irrespective of their nationality, their religion, culture, ethnicity, class, or gender. Okay. All right. And then for us, we also demand good change. We demand change in the environment that we live in, for example. So, for example, we also demand good and honest government, reject and expose corruption. And then if you are at the PNG conference, you see that we talked about males as promise keepers and females as equals. So we reject things like, female genital mutilation, violence against women, things like that are just discriminatory against people based on their gender. We also have initiatives around the improvement of our environment. One of the assignments you will do in the program, if you apply, is an assignment on, improvement of the environment. We address other world issues like overpopulation and other types of things. And then we also, drive innovation, creativity. We reject prejudice and hatred, and we work passionately, to solve problems. So be the change that we want to see in the world. All right. So we have talked about a few of all of these things. And then just know that, all of how we do this is that we always push you out of your comfort zone. We always, challenge you to do something else, see things from a different point of view, grow yourself as a leader. And many people who have participated in the Kectil program have learned to, grow their leadership skills. People have had to, do tasks, for example, organize events on behalf of Kectil. All of those things will bring to bear your organizational skills, your problem-solving skills, your ability to work with others. All these things are, things that you would learn, and those things will also help you in everything that you are doing with your life. If it's school right now, or if it's work, whatever it is like for you, those skills are very transferable. All right. So that's it essentially. For one of the key parts of the program is also being present and working hard, because again, there are a lot of requirements that you need to fulfill. The assignments, there are Kectil events, you need to attend Kectil webinars, but it's not always all work. We also have interesting, fun games like trivia days. We also have like the Kectil cultural exchange event, which is going to take place next month. And people have the opportunity to showcase their culture and the prevalent beliefs, and whether it's food, whether it's clothes, whether it's music, whether it's weddings, whether it's ceremonies or festivals, whatever it is that is interesting for your people, you have the opportunity to showcase to the entire Kectil community, and that is just amazing. So if you do apply to the Kectil program, these are the kind of topics you will work on: authentic leadership, environment, good governance, gender equality and balance, mental health, which is very key for many young people at the moment, the use of technology for leaders, because every leader of the present generation needs to know how to apply technology, finance as well, because young people are always, thinking about how can they make themselves sustainable, how can they sustain themselves, grow their wealth, and be independent of, their parents or any of their other family members. There's also a lot of entrepreneurship and innovation, because again, innovation is key in this present 21st century, and many people are looking for how to create jobs instead of just, being an employee. And of course, in reward for all of the hard work that you would do for the 1 year long program, there are certificates and awards of different categories, which you'll be just to reward people who are putting the work for the most part of the year. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We have just recently launched AI for the Kectil program. You will see a chatbot nicely placed in our website, and that AI is able to answer most of your questions about the Kectil program, although we are here in person to answer your questions in person, so that's great. However, the AI also can provide information about what questions you have, when the Kectil program started, what is the mission, what's the vision, and all of that. All of that you can answer as well. The chatbot also helps to translate to Spanish, in case you know anyone who speaks Spanish and not very good English. Then again, they have the opportunity to apply to the Kectil program. I've talked about all of the conferences that we have done in the past. We also do a lot of campaigns. One of them is the Mail as Promise Keepers, which we have over 1,000 mail pledges from across the world, taking a pledge to make a difference in their community by treating everyone equally, regardless of their gender. We have also had very interesting webinars that has come through. We have had very top level speakers from the United States judiciary. We have had top level speakers from South Africa, people who are championing innovation, who are leaders that you probably will never have the opportunity to meet, or you will have the opportunity to meet them through the Kectil webinars. And that's just an amazing opportunity that you have through the Kectil program. So regional coordination, we usually have like four regions for Africa, because Africa is quite large. Then we have 2 for Asia, 1 for Europe, 1 for Americas, and 1 for Oceania. You will fall under the Oceania group, because Oceania is like Papua New Guinea, Australia, New Zealand, etc., all the Asia Pacific countries and islands, right? It's very beautiful, because this opportunity that you have in the regional groups, you have the opportunity to network with other leaders who are very similar to you, who are living in the same country or in the same geographical location. You can meet a lot of people. You can meet up, physically if you want to, and then just have the opportunity to collaborate and work on projects. And those people you might never have had the opportunity to meet if you did not participate in the Kectil program. So all of these are just amazing. You will also have regional coordinators who will be assigned to all of the groups, and they are there to support you all throughout the duration of the program. If you have technical issues, if you have any personal challenges you want to tell them, you can also discuss with them. They are there to support you all throughout the program and ensure that you have a good time. And they will also involve you in the planning of our Kectil events. That way you can really grow yourself as a leader and participate in the Kectil program, right? For the certificates and awards, we have certificate of superior performance. That's just the best, highest level of performance you can get in the Kectil program. It's very transparent. If you have the monthly highest engagement on the assignment portal, you submit the best assignment, people are making more comments on your assignment, those types of things, then you get the certificate of superior performance at the end of the year. This is closely followed by the certificate of excellent performance, where you get you have done a great job, but maybe you missed a few assignments here and there, whatever, you get the certificate of excellent performance. But if you don't meet those categories, you can then get the certificate of participation. The good thing about it is that there is no cap on how many people get superior performance or excellent performance. There's nothing like, oh, we need 50 people only. If you meet the criteria, you get it, regardless of how many people are getting that particular certificate category, right? So again, there's a lot of support for the Kectil program. You have various emails, you have the board members that you can reach out to, you have the regional coordinators you can reach out to. Everyone is so willing to help to sort out your issues. So you would feel very supported all throughout the 1 year long program. What you can also look forward to is events that you have virtually online. You can also have in-person meetings. Sometimes it depends. Your program will majorly next year. We have not known yet. We don't know yet when where they will have regional meetings, whatever. But if it's announced and it's in your country, then definitely you have the opportunity to participate in it. Those are all the slides I will show. I don't want this to be a slide, a meeting where we talk about just slides only. I would like us to then, give the opportunity for Azeem and Oleksandra to share their experience with the Kectil program so far, what made them apply, what have they found to be most engaging and interesting. And then if they have any other comments, they can, and then we can throw the floor open for questions, comments, anything that you would like to say. Azeem, please.
Yes, thank you, Annie. Thank you so much for your brief, and you shared a lot of things. Yeah, covered the Kectil we are doing currently. So my experience with the Kectil is amazing. I've done different roles. In 2019, I participated in the conference as a mentor, and since then till 2022, I play a role for the Kectil as regional coordinator from Pakistan. And since 2022 until date, I'm a global board member. So different roles have a different experiences and different learning things and different opportunities. Like when I was started to participate in this program in 2016, I was in the last year of my graduation. So honestly speaking, I was very normal person. I don't have the care of others. I damn care about my society, my community. I just live my own life because at that time I was the last of the graduation. So once I joined the Kectil, I learned a lot of things. I learned how we can play our role for the betterment of others, how we can play our roles to keep the brightening and the growing up the other youth. So at that time, I was elected in my constituency as the youth counselor from the provincial government of Pakistan. And during that time, I did a lot of good things for the youth. Like I raised my voice against the child labor. I also raised my voice the gender discrimination because in Pakistan we have a male dominant society where we the women cannot go openly for the jobs, cannot go, they are dependent basically, they are dependent on the males. So now after 7 to 8 years, I see the women, the girls, the students, they are riding the bike, which is not be possible in the last 7 or 8 years. So I feel very player and it's very honor for me. They are now independent. They no more dependent on their father, on their brother, on their husband to go anywhere. Now they have their own bike, they have safety, they have security, and they are going where they want. They are going to their schools, they are going to their academies, they are going for the shopping and everything. So this is the good thing. So at that time during my youth consulship, as I already mentioned, I raised my voice against the child labor. So at that time, I saw many of the young persons, the age between 15, 16 years old, they usually go for the jobs to earn money. I identify those persons and talk to their parents and motivate them and make the understanding clear for them. This is the child they are going to bring up, and they are your future. They are the future of this country. So give them education, admit them to the school, and I can do, I can afford, and I will definitely pay their school fees and for will bear the expenses. And I arrange some small community from the person who can afford the expenses of those kids. I can talk with them, I could talk with them, and I arrange everything. So this is what Kectil gave me. So this is the pain which I feel for others. This is Kectil gave me. So now this is your turn to come in the program, learn new things, learn the leadership styles, learn the other. We have very necessity and necessary things you can learn. Yes, just any mention in their presentation, in her presentation, we have different modules. Like we have a meal by the promise keeper. We train you in the mental health, the leadership styles, entrepreneurship, everything, every aspect of the life you can learn from this program. That's all from my end. Alexandra, over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much again. From my side, I would say that an open program for me in the really difficult period of my life, and not only mine personally, but also of my country, because I received the invitation that I was chosen to studying at the program. I guess it was only 1 week before the war just started in my country. And I just like today remember that my first assignment that I was needed to send, I was messed up everything with deadlines, with timing, with all the shadows, because I was thinking that I have only 1 week for just sending out my answer to the questions, my homework, and I was had some issues with the portal at that time because nothing worked for me. I couldn't upload my home task, my paper that I prepared. I couldn't even understand whom to write, and I just decided to write on our WhatsApp chat because that thing was created at that time only, and I asked about what to do with this uploading files because I cannot do anything. And I don't remember who just said me, but some of the, I guess, board member and original coordinators told me that we still have 1 month for just send out our assignments for checking it, and I was surprised how I was thinking that we have just 1 week. So you just can imagine how everything was messed up in my life at that time, because I hadn't confident in my tomorrows. I hadn't confident in my future, and Kectil program gave me this confidence. Gave me confidence first of all in myself, in my power, and believe that I can do change and impact even sitting in my flat in the country that facing huge war right now. And thankful they're starting during the program all the lessons that we had, videos, articles that we read at the time. It was really a great chance and opportunity for me to learn how to do decision making, how to deal with problem solving. I got communication skills because I was needed to speak, to communicate somehow with the people that also started at the same program, that also was there. And right now it's a bit funny for me because I can't realize how a lot of things changed during these 3 years. And I was so shy to texting someone, to ask someone about help, to discuss about some questions in regards what's going on around the world, not only about Ukraine. And thankful the Kectil program, I started to do that. I started to communicate with people and learn a lot of stories about other countries, different situations. And I realized that Ukraine, it is not the only one country that's facing big crisis, big war right now. There is also other countries that facing other challenges. And if we will stay together, we will be able to bring changes in today's life. And this is crucial thing, I guess, because beyond the technical skills, Kectil helped me understand that leadership is about service and making mindful contribution to your community, even in times of crisis. And I saw how others deal with everything, how others help their people, how other created initiatives, different initiatives that helped their peoples uh, be more stronger and fight with different crises and challenges that they faced at that time. And that's not only about war, it's also about unity of the people that around you who are bringing something really big and impactful for your people. And as I reflected on my journey with the Kectil program, I realized that motivation and inspiration often come from the stories of resilience and determination that surround us. I remember how I was inspired in the Atlanta conference in 2023, because once I shared a story about my country, I learned other stories about other countries. And after that, I was thinking what else I can do by my skills, by my knowledge, just to help others to know about all the things that going around the world, about all the stories, how we can show it to the world, how we can bring more truth in our lives. And these inspirations started to be the YouTube channel that I was working with that almost a year. And we long time discuss how it will be looks like, about what topics we will discuss there, what we will show there, and so on and so forth. And after a year, I just realized how many people enjoy the content that we create, how many people they thank us for the webinars that we are sharing there, and how many people they thank us for the truth that we are not afraid to talk about the difficulties that different communities, different peoples facing. And each member of our community bring their unique experience, and all of this together help us to doing really great things for today's world, for today's young people. And their stories of the young leaders also remind us that leadership is not just about personal achievement. It's about uplifting others and working collaboratively toward a common vision. And this sense of shared purpose drives us all to rise above challenges and motivate us to continue our journey as the change makers. And what else I really like with this program, it is people that I met, my friends with whom I'm working together right now, with whom I just discuss, and I can discuss about the thing that really really sensitive. For example, corruption. If you will talk openly about corruption, for example, in Russia, that neighbor country on Ukraine, in Ukraine, so you will face a lot of difficulties. Even you can go to prison. If you talk openly with the words about corruption in Ukraine, yes, you will face some challenges, but you can deal with that, to be honest. I don't know how it will be next month, in a year, but for today, fortunately, we have open country for discussion. But not everyone, for example, in Europe, in countries that already have brightest economy, and they are able to understand your pain of this challenge that your people facing right now, and they cannot help you with advice what else you can do. But the Kectil participants, Kectil team, they are able to support you during these challenges. They are able to help you with ideas. They are able to help you to create some initiatives. And as you already saw, some challenges, some initiatives that we shared around the world, and everyone support us, everyone want to be with us, and that's really great. And For just finalization of my speech, because I can talk a lot about Kectil people, about our big family. To all of you here today, I want to say that the Kectil program can offer you the same guidance and opportunity for growth, like for each of us that speaks today about Kectil. And if you embrace the lessons and engage fully, you too can become a powerful leader in your community and bring changes for your people, create initiatives, and help others to be successful in their lives, in their careers. And the program provides everything you need: knowledge, mentorship, and global network of support. And this is really crucial because you can collaborate with others, people. For example, you're sitting right now in Papua New Guinea, and you can collaborate with the Ukrainian organization and working in the same goals, for bringing impact for your both communities, and you can together find other partnerships and build more stronger network of that, and everything of this will help you to achieve success and make a difference. So thank you very much for your attention, and together we can shape a better future for sure. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. That's also beautiful. Thank you, Azeem. Thank you, Oleksandra, for sharing. I see Remina is on the call. Remina, do you want to say a few words? How you joined the Kectil program? What you liked so far? Why should people apply?
Yes. Thank you, Annie. First of all, again, my apologies for not joining earlier. I had issues with my network. But I'll go straight to sharing my experience. Before I do that, we have Miriam Waulak, one of our 2024 colleagues from the Kectil program, also with us. So she will also share her experience. But I would just like to highlight just a few things that the Kectil program has helped me develop. So I am part of the 2023 cohort. I applied for the program in 2022 after coming across the application called for application out on LinkedIn. And I applied for the program. Little did I know of the opportunities that it had for me. And after being through the Kectil program, I learned that it has helped me a lot. And one of the things was through my leadership development, and that I saw from my own growth, not only through the assignments that we did, but also from the podcasts and webinars that Annie already shared. The podcasts and webinars that Kectil hosts and from the resource persons that were invited to speak on the webinars. And I also learned a lot from fellow colleagues and alumni of the program. I learned what my leadership style was and how I could build from there and use it in a positive manner. Number two is personal development, especially to do with how I can protect my mental well-being and while managing the different roles and responsibilities as a young leader, how I can manage stress and anxiety, how I can maintain a positive outlook in life, even though I'm faced with many challenges, especially within my country as a developing nation. And number three, this is something that I talk a lot about, and that's the networking opportunities that Kectil bring. And this is something that I believe makes the Kectil program quite unique. We make long-lasting connections as colleagues. We discuss assignments with our friends from other countries. We share our views and learn from each other's perspectives. And it does not cease there, right? After we complete the web-based program, we have an alumni network where we still connect, communicate, we continue to share ideas and insights and collaborate to continue to bring awareness and positive change to peers and young people in our sphere of influence. And another thing that I believe makes the Kectil program unique compared to other leadership programs is authenticity. The Kectil program, just like what Oleksandra shared earlier, it truly provides a safe space for young people, young leaders to share their views. And it provides a lot of awareness about the challenges young people like us face. And we get to understand the situations in their perspective and their worldview, right? Yeah, so these are a few things that I would like to share about the Kectil program from my experience. And then back to you, Enibokun. Yeah, back to you, Annie.
Thank you so much. Those very insightful words that you said about authenticity, about a safe space, and also mental health, right? Like, how do you maintain all of the stresses that comes with, just managing yourself as a young leader? People are looking up to you, and yet you have to go through your own personal challenges as well, all of those responsibilities. But Kectil provides that network of support because, you're not walking the journey alone. Is Miriam on the call, the 2024 colleague?
Yes, she is.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Please share with us. You're welcome, Miriam. Hi.
Hi. Okay, good night once again, everyone. So, um, as you all know, my name is Miriam Waulak. I'm currently a third-year social work in the Weinberg University. So before I proceed with my experience, I'm gonna tell you about how I came to discover Kectil program. So it was last year, September, that I scroll up on Facebook and I saw one of Ramina's posts, and that's she posted a picture of her and had been with other Kectil colleagues from 2022 and 2023 cohort at the Kectil conference in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. So from there, I tapped into the Kectil program profile on Facebook and I started to scroll up and I saw the 2024 Kectil cohort application open. So without hesitation, I tapped the link and yeah, long story short, I'm now part of the Kectil cohort 2024. So as part of the Kectil, I am delighted to share my experience for joining this incredible program. From joining this program, I learned a lot, and that is to engage with the colleagues by reading through their points mentioned in the assessment task and also commenting, and they comment on my assessment. Taking part in other Kectil programs such as panel discussions and webinars hosted online, plus doing the assessment that is given by the Kectil. So one thing about the assessment task is that it requires a lot of research. So by going through the different articles and documentaries, I would say that it unlocks new information and ideas, and from that it helps me build my leadership skills. It also empowers me to be wise in making decisions and be a good role model. It's a platform where it helps to build networks meeting new friends and learning about the different cultural heritage of my colleagues. And yeah, the program also offers me opportunities to participate and deepen my understanding of the world around me. And it also helps me to be wise in spending and earning through personal finance knowledge and entrepreneurial skills. So yeah, from my experience, I have no doubt to tell you that this is a good program, that it opens door for you if you apply to be part of it. Thank you. That's all from me.
Thank you so much, Miriam. Thank you for sharing that real life experience. And what your journey has been like in the Kectil program. Amazing journey. I mean, I really like the part about finance, because really, as young people, we need to learn how to be financially stable, financially independent. How do we manage our money? How do we budget our money? How do we increase our income earning capacity? Do we prepare ourselves for good jobs, or do we prepare ourselves for entrepreneurship? All of these things are key questions that we always have. And I feel that the Kectil program just gives you that advantage, gives you the head start above other your contemporaries who might not have the access to such valuable information. We're not going to talk much anymore. We're going to open the floor now to questions and comments. You can raise your hand. We acknowledge you. You unmute your mic, and then you just ask your questions or make your comments. If there is anything around, how do you apply? How long is the program? Any detail you want to know about the program, and we are willing to help you and give you that clarity right now. So please ask your questions. If you don't want to unmute yourself, you can also put it on the chat. We'll be looking through the chat as well to see for any questions that will come through. So who is going to go first? Do we have any hands up? If you like, you can also put it on the chat as well. And then we check for that. Okay. So if we don't have any questions, I'll ask the first one. How can I be sure so we have the first question from Vanessa. She's asking, how can I be sure if my application is successful? We're not very strict with like acceptance criteria at all. Really, we want people to I mean, for example, it's just really for people who are in different stages of their leadership journey. So we'll have people who have applied and they have done, a lot of projects, a lot of initiatives. There are people who are just starting to discover themselves and trying to find out, what can they do to make a difference. So the Kectil application will ask you, give you the opportunity to talk about your initiatives or your area of interest. It depends, but it's all just getting to know you. If you are interested in healthcare, or if you're interested in economics or in finance or in tech or in agriculture, whatever it is, you just want to get to know you. So don't be intimidated by what programs or initiatives you have had before and which one you don't have. It's really for young people, for in different stages of their leadership journey. What you need to do is ensure that you have put some thoughts into your the essays you're submitting. You also need to try and make it as readable as possible. So check for typographical errors and all of that. Obviously, the answer should be in English so that it's easy for people to read. And then just trust that you get accepted. The program is very welcoming. It's not discriminatory in any way to say, oh no, this person doesn't qualify. As long as you have genuine intentions, you have the potential to develop as a leader. You may not have started doing anything for your community yet, but that's what the program is there for, to help you, to support you, to give you ideas and to grow you as a leader. So yeah, just put in your best shot, be truthful, be honest, and submit your application. Don't be intimidated. The program is very, very welcoming. Okay, I think Jeremiah had his hand up. Jeremiah, do you want to go? Okay. Okay, so now
Okay,
someone
thank you.
okay, Jeremiah, yeah, you have the floor.
What are some requirements that I will Kectil request for someone who is interested to join?
Oh, that's a very good question. Thank you for asking that. Azeem, do you want to go? You want to answer the question?
Yeah, Jerima, can you please repeat your question?
Was asking for the requirements to apply to the Kectil program.
Okay, okay. There is not a very tough requirement. If you are 17 to 26 years old, you can apply. You just need a mobile phone, laptop, or just a connection. That's it.
Yep. And then in a developing country like Papua New Guinea. So that's good.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. We have another question. Someone is asking if Kectil has any connection with the national oh. Okay, let me answer this question now. Maybe Oleksandra will answer the question. How effective is Kectil in PNG? How do I apply? Is it currently open?
Currently the program is open and you can apply. As far as I know, we have a deadline for application form until the end of October, if I'm not mistaken. So you have time for applying it. And yeah, I guess everyone can apply, especially if you're from developing countries.
Yeah, absolutely. Remy, now, do you want to answer this question? It says, does the Kectil program have any connection with the National Youth Development Authority in PNG?
Yes, so the Kectil program currently we do not we are in contact with the National Youth Development Authority. But we have not conducted any programs or collaborate for any initiatives as yet with the National Youth Development Authority.
Okay. Thank you for that, Remina. There's another question here saying, is the program open to all? Some of us are students who are still in school. You mentioned something about doing assignments and stuff. Remina, do you want to answer that one as well?
Yes. So the assignments are very flexible. I also did a program and last year, and the assignments are like they'll give you up to 4 weeks max to complete the assignments, right? So it's very flexible. The questions are not like the assignments that you do in school where you have to do a lot of calculations and all that. The resources are provided. You'll receive links to sites that with reading materials that you can go through to help you answer the questions. They're mostly paragraph-like. And most of the questions are designed in a way that will make you, help you to think and look at your country from your perspective as an insider, as a citizen in your country, as well as from an outsider's perspective. So the assignments are not that really difficult. And if you can manage your time, I believe it's not going to affect your studies in any way. If you are a student, and again, it's very flexible. If you know that you will be late in submitting an assignment, you have a WhatsApp group with your regional coordinators that you can reach out to them and inform them that you might be late in submitting an assignment, and they will assist you from there.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Remina. Someone is asking about the mastermind behind the Kectil program, and I'm going to just share that one. I'm going to share about the founder of the Kectil program. She's also asking how long it has started, how long it has lasted for. So if you were here at the beginning, we talked about when the Kectil program started, and we said it started in 2016. And the mastermind that we share, she's a very brilliant lady. She's an intellectual property lawyer in the United States, and she has several years of experience in law. She actually studied industrial chemistry. So she's actually a scientist by heart. And then she went on to do do law, and then became an IP lawyer. But she has passion for young people in developing countries, even though she lives in the US and her family lives in the US, but she has been to several countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, India, all of these, right? And she has really spent time getting to know people, getting in touch with the peculiar issues in their countries and all of that. And so she's really passionate about this, and that's why she, through her foundation, she spent, a significant sum trying to ensure that we set up the Kectil program. Okay. So I'll tell you more about her, and you get to meet her when in any of our programs. She's always there for our webinars. She's always there for different events, right? So you always have the opportunity to interact with her. And then if you do get any recognized for any of the awards categories, then she will always want to meet you in person through a Zoom call and chat to you and things like that. So that's just how connected she is with the Kectil program. So her name is Miss Sherry Knowles, Esquire. She's the founder and executive director of the Kectil program. Like I mentioned, she's an intellectual property lawyer with 35 years experience in global corporate and private practice. She's the global chief patent counsel for GSK. She was the chief patent counsel for GSK before she then started her own business. So she had worked in the pharmaceutical and scientific space before, with a department of over 200 people with 12 offices across the world. And she was named as one of the top 10 most influential people in intellectual property by Managing IP magazine. She founded her law firm, the Knowles IP Strategies LLC, in Atlanta, Georgia, in 2011. Like I mentioned, she had a Bachelor of Science, some laude, I think is that how it's pronounced, with a distinction in chemistry. So that was really good. If you were at the PNG conference, talking about those who had interest in chemistry, she has very vast background in science and chemistry, and she graduated with a distinction in a bachelor's from the Duke University in organic chemistry. And then she also did a master's in organic chemistry from the Clemson University. Then she went on to do her law program and graduated summa cum laude. That's the highest level of distinction from the University of Georgia. So she's a very well-read, very well-traveled woman who is very passionate about young people and the issues that affect them. So yeah, and then you always have the opportunity to meet her. She's not high-minded. She will always attend programs, to meet Kectil. She's always looking for opportunities to connect. So if you do join the program, you have the opportunity to interact with her, and she'll get to know you, your work, and your interests, and all of that. All right. So I hope that answers the question about who the mastermind behind the Kectil program is. Then there's a question about, is there any benefits of volunteer programs under Kectil for participants or cohorts of the annual programs? Of course, there's a lot of, because we run a lot of programs, right? So you have opportunity to be featured in our podcast if you have something very amazing to talk about, interesting story from your country, a project you're working on, those types of things. You have opportunity to be featured in our podcasts. You have opportunity to attend a lot of very amazing events, both online and in person, depends on how it goes. Each year is a bit different, but I think one of the good things is that we have a lot of events that are ongoing. So we always have, I'll give an example. We are planning now for the the Global Kectil Cultural Exchange event, which is one of our biggest events for the year, where people have the opportunity to present their talent, their culture, share things about the stories of, the countries that they've lived in, their festivals, their food, storytelling, everything. And we have people that are working on that. And then you can also, put that in your CV to say we helped plan the Kectil Cultural Exchange event, like that. All of these are wonderful opportunities, and you can be, even as a colleague, starting Kectil program. Someone is asking the major modes of communication from the Kectil program. Usually just email, mostly emails. However, you have opportunity to join WhatsApp groups, and you can also communicate there all the information that has been shared by email will also be shared on WhatsApp groups and things like that. So they're always very connected. The next question is, when will the Kectil 2025 application close? Azeem, do you want to answer that question?
Yes, usually we close the application portal in the mid of October, around 16 or 17 October.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Oleksandra, do you want to answer this question? Someone is saying, someone is asking if Kectil is connected to the United Nations.
Yes, I would like to answer that. We don't have partnership with the United Nations, but some of our colleagues, they represent their countries in the United Nations.
Yes. Some of our youth are very outstanding, and they've been invited to give speeches and conversations in United Nations. For example, we have Ray, who is in the United States presently, and he has been invited to the United Nations several times to give talks about the situation of his country, Myanmar, and all of that. So yeah, amazing. We have also had people who have gotten into scholarships, Chevening, the Mandela Washington Fellowship. We have had people, come to Australia to study at the University of New South Wales on a scholarship for their PhD. So our Kectil youth are high flyers across the world. Someone is asking, when will the names of successful applicants be published? Shortly after the portal closes, we then have a few weeks to review all applications, and then we communicate shortly. So by November, usually, or before the end of November, usually we get feedback on your application. Okay, let me check now if there are any questions that I might have missed. As we talked about. Yeah, someone is asking about WhatsApp groups. WhatsApp groups are for people who are already in the program already. That's when we put you in WhatsApp group. Somebody is asking about Christmas holiday. I'm not so sure what that means. Is there a program or a cohort available that Kectil PNG Youth Conference to carry out or host within the country so we can take part during Oh, you mean a local event for Kectil PNG so you can take part during Christmas holiday? Remina, do you have anything to say regarding that?
So for the Kectil program, we do not have any programs for the Christmas holiday. Our mentorship program and the internship program has reached its end this month actually. We are closing up for this year. But if you are interested in joining the network, put an eye out on our Facebook and LinkedIn pages, and we'll have the opportunities posted up there. But we currently do not have any programs that the Kectil College in PNG will carry out during the Christmas period.
Okay. It sounds good. So essentially, we do a lot of the recruiting now towards the end of the year, and then we kick off early next year where everyone is already settled. They know what to expect and everything like that. So we are not rushing next year. That's how we operate. Yeah, so someone is asking again, is the Kectil application still open? Yes, it is open. And that's why we are here to just kind of answer the questions that you have. It's going to be open for a few more weeks. By mid-October, it will be closed. So please, if you do intend to apply, make some time this weekend, block your calendar, and then, put in the application so that we get it as soon as possible. If you wink or if you blink, then definitely the opportunity might probably close. And usually we don't reopen it after it has been closed. So please don't make that mistake. Block out some time and just put in your application as soon as possible, preferably this weekend. Someone else is asking, how do I know if my application is successful? Who wants to go for this question?
Let me answer, Enibokun. You will receive an email once you that's the thing you will know that your application is successful. So please check your inbox, and there you will receive the email about it.
Absolutely. That's right, absolutely. So all successful applicants will receive confirmation by email, notifying them about the success of their application. Okay. Any more last questions coming through, or have we answered all of your questions today?
There is one question.
Okay.
Is the Kectil program only for young people, especially those who are in school, or it includes every young individuals who would want to be part of the program? I can answer that. So the Kectil program is open to all individuals between the ages of 17 to 26 years old. Whether you're in school, you're working, you're unemployed, you start jobless, as long as you're within the age range 16 to 26 and you have internet connection, you are eligible to apply for the program. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So there you find people who are studying, people who are applying to jobs, who are trying to start their businesses, people who are working. You have a wide range of people, and you never know who you might meet that would, help you out, or at least serve as an inspiration to you in one way or the other. Okay, so are there more questions coming through? Are there more questions coming through? We have just about 12 minutes to close the call. Is there any last minute questions about someone who is above the age range? If the person is really, really passionate about the program and they put in a good application, then sometimes they make exceptions for that, although the main target is between 17 to 26. However, if someone is a bit older, then and they make a good case and they apply, they put in the effort to apply and make a good application, sometimes they actually make an exception for that individual. So we have another question again about who founded the Kectil program. We had shared her profile just a few minutes before. Her name is Miss Sherry Knowles Esquire. She's a lawyer by profession, specialized in intellectual property law. She's based in Atlanta, Georgia, United States. And yeah, and then she has, she has a lot of passion for young people. She has invested a lot of her time, her resources, all of her weekends, most of her weekdays are spent on this program just to ensure that she connects with young people from developing countries. So she's a proud mother of, all of us who have, been through the Kectil program, and we are making advances in different areas and fields of endeavor. So yeah, she's an amazing woman actually, and she has received a lot of awards. And then she also graduated top of her class. So she's definitely someone that you would learn a lot from, and have the opportunity to really be mentored by her if you have the opportunity. Yeah, so that's it. It's a worthwhile program, and the person who has founded is also someone of international repute. Okay, so any last minute questions? If there isn't, okay, so we have one come through. Are there any fees required to apply? Who wants to go for this one?
Let me answer.
Azeem?
Yes,
okay. Oleksandra, then Azeem, yeah, okay.
Azeem already replied on the chat, but we don't have any fees required to applying. So you can apply. And yeah, I wish you good luck for getting to be a participant on the Kectil program.
Absolutely. I will expatiate and say, like, you get a lot of value. If you're going to value this program, it's going to be tens of thousands of dollars, actually. And no jokes, right? Because, like, how then do you meet the Chief Justice of the United States? In what kind of program do you meet that? Or, people that are so high level, people who have worked as vice president of AT&T before, those types of, the quality and the caliber of the program is so huge. And yet you get everything for free. And not just for free, but for a long period, which is over like about a year. I mean, I've paid for some programs and it's just about 2 weeks and you pay heavily for it. But Kectil offered all of this for free because, yeah, because of the passion and the love for young people. Okay, so I think we have answered most of the questions. We don't have any questions more coming in. So we'll just take closing remarks from every board member and Remina, and then we shut the call down. So I'll take this last question before I give my closing remarks. It's asking about climate change. When I talk about, if you were here in the beginning, we talked about the environment. The program is also very passionate about the environment, climate change, pollution, and things like that. And you have the opportunity to work on an assignment around that. So you can share your ideas on how we can, ensure that we make the world a sustainable place to live in. We don't degrade the environment and, make it very polluted and unpleasant to live in. So those are the things that you would work on. So a very wide range and variety of topics you have the opportunity to work on. So if that answers the question, I'll give my closing remarks. I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for making the time to join this information session. I really hope that it was helpful for you. I hope that you have learned more about the Kectil program and had your questions answered. And I do hope that your next steps from this program will be to, open your phones, your laptops, and put the application in for the program. We really want to have a wonderful cohort from PNG. I was there, just a few months ago, and it was a beautiful experience meeting, our PNG people. And I'm now Papua New Guinean. I'm just waiting for the passport. And then just, I really want to have that cohort of people join the program this year. And I'm sure that when you do, you will have the testimonies from it. So please, let's do that. Also, please follow Kectil on our social media channels, our Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and most especially our YouTube channel. You will have all of the content information there. You will see a lot about Kectil program, and then you can let us know again if it was worth your while or not. But I'm sure it will be definitely yes. So please, let's take action. We don't want to just be, people who talk. We want to be people that actually do things. And our next steps will be actually be applying for the Kectil program and following our social media channels. That's it from me. Thank you so much. I'll pass it over to Azeem, and then we'll go from there.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Annie. And thank you everyone for joining and taking time for this session. And here we have almost a 40 participant in this Zoom call. And I hope and I see you in the 2025 program. And best of luck, be energetic and be confident, and see you soon.
Oleksandra, please.
Yeah, thank you very much. I was glad to share my story today with you, share my experience being with the Kectil. And yeah, I wish you everyone good luck with the application process. And I want to see you in our participants for the next cohort and also take an interview with you together for our YouTube channel. I already shared the link for our YouTube channel where you can find interviews with other young leaders from other countries and also with the Edwin from Papua New Guinea. And I hope that next year I will be able to record much more videos and inspiring discussion with you all about your journey starting and being part of the Kectil program. So thank you very much for today. And if you will have any additional questions, you know where to text us on our social media, and we will guide you through all the process.
Thank you, Oleksandra. Remina, the floor is yours for your final comments and your closing remarks.
Thank you, Annie. So before I give my closing remarks, I just want to give a distinction between the Kectil program and the Kectil PNG Youth Development Program. And for members of the Kectil program, there is kind of like a misconception that once you are part of the Kectil PNG Youth Development Network, you are already a colleague in the Kectil program, and that is not the case. If you want to be a colleague or a colleague of the Kectil program, you have to apply for the apply. And we've already shared the application form, Google form on our social media pages, so you can check that and apply there. One more clarification that I want to do. For for the assignments of the Kectil program, there is a closed portal, right, that colleagues create their profiles, and there you are able to submit your assignments, and get the materials. So it is not via WhatsApp or email. However, there are WhatsApp groups that are created for you to communicate there also. So just a clarification of that. So once again, thank you everyone for joining us on this call. Thank you, Azeem. Thank you, Oleksandra, and thank you, Dr. Eni. You are all on different time zones. So thank you for making time to be with us for tonight's session and just giving us clarification to interested individuals from Papua New Guinea who want to apply for the Kectil program. Yeah, thank you. And also to everyone who has joined us tonight, just an encouragement, right? If you are a young person and you're considering this opportunity, I really encourage you to apply. The opportunities for growth that the Kectil program offers, and even if it's huge, even if you're not a leader of a big or recognized movement, organization, or institution, but as an individual, you have a sphere of influence, and at whatever level you are, this program will help you to realize your potential and help you become an agent of positive change in your community. So do apply for it. Yes. Thank you once again, everyone. If you
Bye,
have
everyone.
further questions and you would want to speak with us, message us via our Facebook pages. Thank you.
Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening. On the portal, see you enrolled, see you interacting as colleagues. Bye.
Bye everyone. Take care.